Hey there, Taurus. How are you? My name is Sherilyn. Oops. Sorry about that. And I am here to do your yearly reading for 2025. Okay? Um, if you are here because of the messages I left on TikTok, then thank you for coming over. And if instead you just stumbled into my reading, then hello. Nice to meet you. If this reading resonates with you or if you enjoy it, please subscribe to my YouTube station or give it a like or a comment or something. That would be awesome. Okay, this one is for my Tauruses, so we're going to pull 4 cards or 5 cards for each of the 12 months to get a theme, and then we will clarify and try to get some advice. Okay, so we're starting with what is your lesson for the year, and your lesson for the year is actually strength. So this is all about you understanding your own strength and what you need to be strong for, and learning when you need to utilize it and when you don't, I think, okay? All right, let's see. What do we get for January? So January, we start off with a bang. We've got the Ace of Wands, so it's some fiery new sort of a beginning going on here. Let's see. We'll see what we get for that. So we clarify the Ace of Wands with the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're feeling quite passionately about getting towards your 9 of Cups, your 10 of Cups. With the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you're in some sort of a very independent sort of a stance right now. Possibly you're single, I would actually say. I think you're single going into the beginning of the year, but you are looking for somebody to partner up with in the hopes of being able to get to this 10 of Cups. With the 8 of Wands, there's some kind of communication coming forward, or you're communicating with somebody that you're hoping to take on as a partner, possibly. That's how I see January. What is your advice? Your advice in January is, the Lovers. So I guess that's pretty close to what's going on there, looks like. So January looks like you are looking for love, okay? For February, we have the 7 of Pentacles. All right, let's see what we get to go with that. Here we go. We're clarifying the 7 of Pentacles with 7 of Pentacles being all about planting the seeds that you need to nurture into fruition. Sorry, my cat distracted me. Okay. What do we get on this one? We have the 2 of Wands, Temperance, and the Judgment card. All right, so 2 of Wands is all about you standing before an ocean of opportunity, trying to pick which path you want to take. With Temperance, you're trying to be patient and find healing and balance. And Judgment is all about you calling judgment on a situation or something, a person, something along those lines. With the 7 of Pentacles, you're trying to plant the seeds, which I believe this started in January when you were looking for love, right? So I really think this is a continuation of January. I think you are looking for the perfect partner to try to build to your 10 of Cups. I think you could be having a little bit of an issue with being fairly judgmental towards people in February. I think you have a very clear idea of what it is that you want for this partner that you're looking to build to the 10 of Cups with. And I think that you are weeding people out very quickly and somewhat harshly, possibly. Trying to decide who it is that you want to take on this journey with you. Okay, where you want to plant the seeds. And so your advice on this is actually the King of Swords, and I think that is something that is coming through to me, kind of, is that you are being very logical, not terribly emotional. You're trying to build to the 10 of Cups. You have to let emotion in. Emotion has to be part of the equation, okay? But instead you're looking at it all from a very head over heart sort of a stance, you know? Okay, in March we get the Wheel of Fortune, so that's good. That's a karma card. As long as you put good out, good's coming back, right? Let's see what we clarify that one with. Okay, we'll take it. What do we got? We've got the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords, and then the 7 of Wands. So the 2 8s make me feel that you've been stuck in a bit of a karmic cycle here, possibly. With the 8 of Swords, this is all about you being up in your head, really up in your head, like overthinking everything. The 8 of Pentacles is all about you trying to reap the fruits of your labor. So you've put all this work in, you've invested in something, you're starting to invest in the future that you want, right? But you're trying to ensure that it's going to be the sort of investment where you're going to be able to pull back out of it. You know, you're going to be able to pull dividends back out in the end. You're going to invest in something that wants to invest back into you, basically. With the Seven of Wands, you're acting very defensively towards something or someone. In March, with the Wheel of Fortune, this is spinning in your favor, it would appear. So it's all about you getting out of your head and back into your heart a little bit, I think. I really think that's what needs to happen here for you to get to this goal that you have set about to go to. And your advice on this one is the Empress. So this is all about you finding the ability to balance things out and nurture something into fruition, right? Okay, and you have the strength to do that. Remember, strength is your overall lesson for the year, is understanding the strength that you have and realizing when you should and should not utilize it. So it's all about balance and discernment, it looks like, and letting emotion in, okay? Now we're through to March. Let's see what we get for April, okay? In April, I've got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands being all about a fiery, passionate, albeit somewhat immature and possibly ungrounded sort of a sensation going out there, somebody. Let's see what we get. So we're to April. What we got in April? Okay, you've got the Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. Now it looks like some of your attention has shifted from strictly being logical to somewhat being tangible wealth, sort of materialistic, okay? So I see this. You're fearful about being left out in the cold, it would appear. With the Chariot, you want forward motion because nothing's moving as quickly as you would like it to. And with the Ace of Pentacles, there's some sort of a new financial opportunity coming towards you, it looks like in April. I don't know that you want to be bothered because you are definitely not basking in the rays of balance here. You are definitely being hyper-focused in one direction or another, you know. Remember, happiness comes with balance. You have to strive for balance, okay? And an ace is what it is. It's an ace. It means it's an opportunity. If you choose not to take it, then you choose not to take it. It's not something that's going to fall in your lap and materialize on its own. It's just an opportunity. You have to seize the opportunity and work on it to make it work out, okay, in your favor. With the Page of Wands, I feel like you might be adhering to a set of expectations that are somewhat not grounded or not realistic, okay, when it's looking for this partner that you want, blah, blah, blah. Rarely are partners the sort of things that you just look in a catalog and pick out what you want and go to the checkout stand and move forward. That's not really how this works usually. Maybe sometimes, but not usually. Let's see what your advice is. Your advice is the Ace of Cups, because what you need here is balance, okay? You need to be focused on a little bit of everything rather than hyper-focused on just one area or another, okay? That's what I see. Let's keep going. So now we're going to go to May. In May, am I being terribly long-winded? I'm not sure where I'm at on time. Okay, in May we get the Nine of Cups. So it's all about your wish fulfillment. And we are going to see, what are we going to get on that? Okay, we have, okay, we're clarifying with the King of Pentacles. Hi, baby kitty. The High Priestess and the King of Cups. King of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the King of Cups. So your wish fulfillment is what is the overall theme of the month. With the King of Pentacles, I believe this is quite possibly you in boss energy, right? With the High Priestess, you're trying to lean on your intuition more. Instinctively, you know that this is a direction you want to go in, just nothing's going as quickly as you want it to. And it's because you're lacking some sense of emotional balance, okay? Which is the fact that you're not really trying to put emotion into this too much. Your advice on this one is the Ace of Pentacles. Your advice is back to the same thing. It's striving for balance. There's plenty of new opportunities coming towards you. With this Ace of Pentacles coming back out and it being the card we had back here, I get the feeling that quite possibly Spirit is pushing you towards this opportunity, this financial opportunity. Possibly because that is where you will meet the person that you are supposed to meet up with and go in a direction with, right? Now that it's come up twice, that's how I feel about this. You're going to have to find a sense of emotional balance first, though, okay? All right, Taurus, let's see what we get next. Actually, let me stop this and restart it, which I have to jump around to do. Let's see. Hold on. We got to go. does it in 10-minute intervals, and if I'm not careful, then I just be talking away, and it stops on me, and I don't know where it stops. It makes me mad. Okay, January, February, March, April, May. We're in June. What do we get for June? 6 of Wands. Okay. 6 of Wands is all about public recognition and victory, so this could be a good thing. Let's see. All right, what do we got, Taurus? For June, we're clarifying with the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, against the Six of Wands. Well, it looks like you've stepped out of your masculine some. Female or male doesn't make any difference because gender is very fluid in tarot, but up until now you had seemed very much so in your masculine, and it looks like you've stepped out of your masculine, which is a good sign. You're the Queen of Wands, so determined, desirable, somebody who sees what they want and they go after it. They don't really care who they have to step on or what they have to do to get to what they want. Just they know they want it, and that's how they take care of it. With the Two of Swords, I see you standing at a crossroads where there's a decision that needs to be made. However, you are not seeing it clearly with this blindfold, and I'm not sure if that is by choice or if somebody's trying to keep the truth from you. With the Ace of Wands, you have definitely found something come June that you are feeling quite passionately about. I get the feeling it's someone. And you are striving for a sense of victory and public recognition. Presenting as the Queen of Wands, Just make sure that you are being true to yourself and who you are. Not letting other people dictate what you think is right or wrong, or who you think you should or shouldn't be with. As the Queen of Wands, you shouldn't let that interfere, but the Six of Wands has me a little bit uneasy about it all. I feel like maybe you're giving everybody else a little bit too much credit in deciding where you would be happiest, or what they think you should or shouldn't have or be with. What's your advice? The Five of Wands. So on top of everything else, there seems to be a sense of competition and ego involved in this month of June. So possibly you found something you like and it's already taken, so now you want to compete for it, possibly. Or you want there to be a sense of competition over you. That's another possibility. Either way, I think you are leaning a little bit too much into what everybody's thinking or talking about. It's just a word to the wise, or just trying to warn you about that. It just looks like it could be a pitfall you could fall into in June. But you're still on the hunt for the perfect person, it looks like, okay? Let's keep going. Off to July we march, right? Here we go. July, we've got the Six of Pentacles. That's a good sign. It's all about equal give and take, reciprocity. Let's see. All right. What do we get for July? I've got the Page of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so we're looking for reciprocity. However, with the two pages here, the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, sandwiching this King of Swords, I feel like we are still basically back at the same point we were at almost in January. So you're in the King of Swords. This means you've stepped back into your masculine, and you are being incredibly head over heart and very logical about your decisions. You're not letting emotion come into the equation. Without emotion, you will not find these 10 of Cups, okay? It's just, that's an emotional fulfillment. You can't find that if you're not willing to put emotion into the situation. The two pages that are sandwiching you on both sides make me feel like there is a definite sense of immaturity running rampant through this entire situation. Really through the entire year that we are at, as far as we've gotten so far. It is a sense of, and I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose, it's just something that happens sometimes, but there's a sense of unrealistic expectations out of a partner or whatever this relationship you're trying to find and build on, right? It's not like a sitcom, you know what I'm saying? This is real life, so there's highs and lows and good days and bad days and all this other stuff. But even, you know, the fish, it's all about an illusion or fantasy. I just feel like you have a vision in your head that you are trying to incorporate that is incredibly unrealistic. And therefore, you're setting yourself up for constant failure because what you're looking for doesn't exist, okay? Or doesn't exist in a long-term sense. That's what I see here. Like it can exist on paper, but it doesn't really, it's not how the real world necessarily works, okay? You are looking for a sense of reciprocity, but here again, I'm not sure that it's a realistic sense of reciprocity, okay? I just think that you need to get a little more grounded and a little more realistic in what you're looking for, okay? That's all. Okay, what do we got for the advice? The Seven of Cups, okay, because you have many options. It looks like you could possibly be entertaining many options because none of them are quite living up to what you want, and that's because your expectations are a little bit skewed, okay? That's how I see that. Let's keep going. Now we're in August. It's hot out, probably. Five of Swords. Okay, so you're conflicted or there's conflict around you. Let's see what we get on that. Okay, Taurus, so you're just basically still on the hunt is what's happening here, okay? Well, so in August, we have the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Lovers. So the Lovers sounds so romantic, right? In reality, it has a lot more to do with the choice and confusion in love. So we'll start it off. We have the Seven of Swords, which can mean you're acting strategically, which we already can see. It can also mean that something has been taken or that you're acting deceptive or somebody's being deceptive towards you. I get the feeling that somebody is being deceptive or, they're perpetrating some kind of fraud. It looks like they're not presenting us the way they really are or something. And this does feel like a love situation. So it's a relationship that you have at least begun to maybe settle into, but it looks like you're settling in with something that isn't true. So this is somebody who's wearing a mask or is presenting as something they're not, okay? It leaves you feeling quite wounded. I mean, you still get through it. Why? Because you have plenty of strength. Remember, that's the lesson for the year is your strength. So you get through to the other side of whatever this situation is that looks a little less than favorable here. It looks a little less than honest is what it is, okay? But you do come out the other side feeling wounded, banged up a little bit by it all. And it leaves you at a crossroads where you have to make some sort of a decision. I don't think the decision is like between two people. I think the decision has more to do with whether or not you want to continue in this relationship or let it go. Do you really even want to be in a relationship anymore? You've now been, we're 9 months in, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. We're 8 months into the year, you know what I'm saying, and you're still on this hunt. But don't give up, because we're getting closer. I can feel it. Let's see. Your advice for this month is the Fool. It's to not give up, to continue to take leaps of faith in the direction that you want to go in, right? That's all you can do. Okay, now let's keep going. Out of August, we're going to go to September. Now we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Well, with the Knight of Pentacles, it means that you are trying to do things the correct way. You're not cutting corners. You're not taking shortcuts. You're trying to do it right? Build something stable. However, it feels like you're not moving at all or making any progress because it's going so slow, okay? The upside being when you get there, it'll be built perfectly, right? Let's see. We're going to take the Six of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Again, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So, it's possible in the way I see this, that possibly this relationship that went awry or went sideways for you, didn't quite pan out the way you wanted it to in August, could have quite possibly been the same one we're talking about now in September. So in September, we have the Six of Cups. So this is somebody you have history with. This is somebody you built some kind of memories with. Could be somebody you've known since you were a kid. Somebody you dated a long time ago. Who knows? Something like that. This person has betrayed you, is what's happened. And you're stuck in it for some reason. Meaning you're trying to continue to build on what you want, invest in the things that you want to try to get you to where you want to be, but you're having a very hard time shaking this off because you honestly thought this was somebody you could trust, okay? And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's just, everything's so slow moving getting past it that it's feeling like you're not moving at all and not healing at all. You are, but it feels like you're not. You get the Five of Pentacles, so in the end you feel abandoned or left out in the cold by this person who obviously you thought you could invest in, okay? Something's just flying through my head, and that is that for some reason this was based almost entirely on superficial issues. And it goes back to what I was talking about back here when we had the Six of Wands. You were very caught up when you took this person in and decided this was a direction to go, and you were very caught up in what other people were thinking or saying, okay? And that was part of part of what got you going towards this person was the fact that you felt that other people approved of this person. But inside of you, I feel like your intuition was telling you this wasn't the right road. You just insisted on going that direction, okay? So that's something to take into account. Alrighty, we made it to October. Here we go. In October, you have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, you're now searching for clarity of some sort. You know, I'm sure you're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Why is this so difficult? What's happening around me? Why did this person betray me? All that with the Page of Swords. It is another page though. So here again, it has something to do with unrealistic expectations possibly. And you're definitely on a quest for the truth. Okay? What are we pulling? We have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like once we get to October, you are rolling up your sleeves now. Now your stubbornness is kicking in, like you've put a lot into this, almost a whole year, okay? And you haven't found exactly what you wanted, and now you've got to analyze it, figure out what is it that you want? Why is this not working? What's going wrong? I think you get very serious about this search come October. With the Knight of Wands, it can mean fiery passion, and that's all good. The flip side to that fiery passion is anger, okay? And I think that you are very angry with whoever this person is, that you've had the issues through September, August and September, I guess, yeah. I think it was hurtful, and I think that you're angry, and you have every right to be, okay? But you've got to remember to keep that under control. You can't really let it get the best of you. You know, you'll derail everything, right, if you let it get the best of you. With the Knight of Swords, you are definitely looking for the truth. And I don't think that's easy to find with this person, because I don't think that's what they speak is the truth. So there's challenges there. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're ready to put the work in. I think you are letting go of your preconceived notions on some things, and you're ready to now, you know, go after what it is you really want, which is a partner. So your advice right here is the Two of Wands. That is to make decisions. Do you want to go to the right or the left? Do you want to go back and still deal with this person? Because if you do, that's fine. But then you have to make that decision and stand on it and go back there and try to figure it out. Or are you looking forward and finding somebody else? You know, it's all about making strong decisions and standing on them. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Where are we going? November. We've got the Hierophant. That's good for what you're looking for this year. It looks like that's good. With the Hierophant, what are we going to clarify him with? Okay. The Hierophant, we are taking the Four of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay, the Four of Swords is saying that you need a minute to rest. You just need a minute to regroup and to heal a little bit. This has been it's been a fun year, right? But it's had its ups and downs. With the Knight of Cups, you are looking to be the knight in shining armor to somebody. Male or female, doesn't make any difference. And with the Page of Swords, this is you still being somewhat obsessed, I feel like, at this point after this many months. You're a little bit obsessed over finding out what the driving forces were behind why this person was so nefarious as far as the way they came into your life from back here in August and September. Okay, the advice on November is the Moon. Sometimes you can't get all the answers, honey. Sometimes you can search for the answers, and when you get them, there's only more questions, right? I think sometimes you have to learn to be content with not knowing everything. Just know the person's damaged and let it go at that, maybe. Okay? If you're meant to know any more than that, then it'll come to you, believe me. All right? And now let's go to December. In December, we got the Moon again. So there's definitely things coming to the light that were done in the dark, I have no doubt, by this person. I don't feel like it's earth-shattering for you, because I think you had already accepted that the person was a liar, but I don't think it's you know, it's not a happy-go-lucky Sunday type deal. It's unfortunate. We have the Six of Pentacles, then the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. What this is saying to me is that you figure out by December that as far as this one person went, that you were breadcrumbed, they were giving to more than one. They definitely had options opened that they were entertaining, and this all comes to you with the sword of truth, you know. So, I think that this comes to you in this way because it finally allows you to let it go. I just think the person took you totally by surprise, and that was unfortunate. You get the King of Pentacles here, so you leave the year in 2025 absolutely in boss energy. Looks like you're still on the hunt for the one to me. Okay, you're still not settled into the one. If this wasn't a love situation, I guess you could switch it up and it could possibly be a work situation. Although I feel like it's really a relationship. It would have to be a work relationship then, maybe. I feel like you are still on a quest to find the one for the rest of your life, right? The one that's going to see you through. And I do believe you'll find it. But I think there were a lot of lessons learned along 2025 to help you be better equipped to know when you find that person and how to keep them there. Okay? All right, I hope this helps. I do private readings. If anybody's interested, just message me and I'll get you the details. If you did find me just by chance, you can always go over to TikTok. I'm over there on Sherilyn's Tarot. That's where I am normally. I just came over here because of not knowing what's going to happen with TikTok for now. So, either way, like, follow, share, subscribe, whatever you have to do, and have a great night.